CRM. It is more than just a CRM. It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the Hive Mind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings and, of course, to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at hivemindcrm.io.
Hey, it's your host, Daniel Martinez. We're back again for a deal breakdown, which is a cool, interesting story, whether it's yours or your students. We have our special guest, Dustin Heiner, back here again. What is a cool or interesting story that you have done or maybe one of your students?
Oh, man. So I love helping my students. So I myself have had at least 30 deals that I've done myself or more. But I'll tell you, my students said like they do much better than I do. So my students, they literally buy properties, and with me and in the investing, we try to save them money. So here's a great deal. So one of my students was trying to buy a property. It was $120,000 was the value of the home that somebody was trying to sell it for. Well, I saw with the property not actually, let's say, there weren't any offers, so the price was coming down. They started at like 130, 135 or something like that. They got down to 120. And I said, hey, I love negotiating. Plus, I love helping my students to negotiate. I said, hey, let's try to put an offer to where we can capture equity. With that, I said, let's put an offer. Like, I would like to see you. It'd be great if you got it for like 80,000 or 78,000. And remember, this is 120. And he was like, my student's like, he's new to this, is his first property. He said, oh, are you sure? Like, we're not going to offend them. I'm like, it doesn't matter if we offend them. What we do is we put an offer. If they want to take it, they can take it. They can reject it, whatever. So we put an offer for $72,000 because I wanted them to come down. And so with that, the first their first response to that offer, they came all the way down to like $82,000, from 120 down to $82,000. And he goes, oh man, that was so great. Should we just accept that deal? And I said, no, of course not. It's like if we're playing poker, and usually you should have the cards when you're playing poker facing you. So you're the only one that sees them. They literally flipped the cards around. They were showing us their cards that they needed to sell this really quick. So I said, okay, we're at 72. They're at 82. Let's raise it up to $76,000. And he said, okay. And he even said, well, Dustin, what should I say? So I literally emailed him and typed out exactly every single word of what he was supposed to say. He just copied and pasted that in there. And with that, they came down and agreed to $78,000, from $120,000 down to $78,000. And so with that, if you remember when I was talking to you, Daniel, we talk about making $250 a month in passive income from this property, because this is generational wealth we will be creating. We're not going to sell these properties for a profit, because why not give these to our kids? Because they make us a minimum of $250 a month. With that minimum of $250 a month, he's now making even more. In fact, I think this property was like a grand slam. If you think of like baseball terms, not just a home run, it was a grand slam, because he captured, like, I think it was like almost $50,000 in equity. And I think he's cash flowing because he got so low. His expenses were lower. I think he's cash flowing like $450 a month in passive income from these properties. And this was his first deal. And I'll give you one other quick one. I have another student. He was hemming and hawing, very first property, hemming and hawing. Oh man, I don't know if I should buy this property. And we went on call after call. After 3 or 4 calls, I finally said, and his name is Benjamin. Benjamin, if you're not going to buy it, I will buy it. And he give it to me. And he was like, well, if you would buy it, I might as well buy it. So he went through it. He bought it. This was a grand slam for him. So he bought a duplex. With this duplex, he actually bought it for $50,000. He cashed out all of his money. He's only into it $2,000 of his own physical cash in the deal, and he has a loan on it. And he's making, I want to say it was $1,000 a month in passive income, because he bought it so well. All that to say, what we do as investors, we capture equity. We make sure we have money in passive income every single month. And on top of that, we have generational wealth where we literally give these properties to our kids. So 2 quick, awesome stories that you can do it. This was in like Benjamin was in 2020, like where people were going crazy. He did that in 2020, and 2020, in 18 months, he got 22 units. So 12 duplexes in 18 months. He's doing such an amazing job. My other student, literally the exact same thing. It doesn't matter what market it is in. If you're an investor, you're going to find the right properties.
100%. That's amazing, man. When you negotiate that well, it gives you way more cash flow, 100%. And you have a lot more. Your debt that you're actually going to pay is so much smaller. You can capitalize on small little wins like that.
Totally.
And 22 units, 18 months, that's not a small feat either. So congratulations to those students and taking large action.
They did. And it does help. It's like, with people working with you, Daniel, you and I, we fast track people, because what happens is all of our experiences that we've gone through to help ourselves to be successful, well, we then use that to help other people. Now, people, if you're going to learn something, you're either going to learn with time or money. Now, you can learn what Daniel and I do. You can do it all on your own, but it's going to probably take you a lot of time. We took a lot of time to learn this stuff to actually do it right. So if you want to pay your time, or pay in time, then that's fine. Just realize time is the only commodity, the only thing that you have that you can only spend. You can never get more. Money, you could always make more money. So you're either going to spend with time or money. I prefer now that I'm smarter and wiser, I pay with my money rather than paying with my time. So like Daniel and I, we fast track people. We get them over the hurdles so much faster, get them to learn the lessons that they need to learn, and get them to get their properties.
The show is sponsored by The List Guys. Do you need more leads in your local or virtual market? 1 in 10 small businesses don't invest in any kind of marketing. The List Guys have over 35 plus list types to choose from, and you can mix and match any list or criteria. We also use the skip trace list and provide up to 7 numbers and email addresses. Every list you purchase will be scrubbed against previous purchases. The List Guys are here to save you time. Contact the List Guys today at www.1listguys.com. That's www.1listguys.com.
There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for your time, Dustin. Appreciate y'all. Dustin Heiner on Instagram and Facebook. Go check him out.